Our top story tonight on Gravitas is about Taiwan and China. Taiwan now has hypersonic missiles that can strike China's capital, Beijing, capable of causing utter devastation. A day ago, the Chinese President Xi Jinping said that no one can stop China's unification with Taiwan. Xi Jinping, remember, has made it clear China will invade Taiwan in 2027, no matter what the stakes are. As per reports in Taiwanese media, with a budget of $411 million US, Taiwan has developed and modified its existing Yunfeng 2 supersonic land attack cruise missile into the Qing-Tian hypersonic cruise missile, and this missile has reportedly entered mass production and gradually is being delivered to the Taiwan Air Force for deployment, marking the first time, reportedly, that the Taiwanese military possesses such a weapon. With a range that can reach deep into northern China, as far as Hohhot, the capital of China's Inner Mongolia region. The missile reportedly has a range of over 2,000 kilometers, and Beijing is located around 1,850 kilometers from Taiwan, meaning the missile is well within the range to strike China's capital. And these missiles can reportedly be launched via mobile missile vehicles. And as per local reports, Taiwan is in the process of acquiring such vehicles from the Czech Republic. That's not all. A National Institute of Science and Technology in Taiwan's Taoyuan city is also working towards upgrading the Qing-Tian supersonic cruise missile to a hypersonic cruise missile, adding to Taiwan's strike capabilities. But does possessing a hypersonic cruise missile mean that Taiwan can strike China without any major difficulties? Not exactly. China's HQ-19 is an anti-ballistic missile system that reportedly has a detection range of 4,000 kilometers, and it can intercept targets located nearly 3,000 kilometers away. So, can Taiwan's hypersonic cruise missiles make their way through this system? No one knows yet. But Taiwan may have taken this into account when developing these missiles, perhaps. Who knows? Let's just play out for you this excerpt from China's President Xi Jinping's address to the nation. Listen to this.
The people on both sides of the Taiwan Strait are one family. No one can sever our family bonds, and no one can stop the historical trend of national reunification.
You heard that. The Chinese leader has laid down a clear warning to 23 million Taiwanese. And how has Taiwan reacted to this? The Taiwan president at the New Year's Day press conference in Taipei said the country must be prepared for danger and boost its defense spending.
Being friends with the world through democracy is a way to ensure stability and peace. The safer Taiwan is, the safer the world will be. The stronger Taiwan is, the more solid the world's democratic defense line will be. Democracies should unite to jointly resolve the Russia-Ukraine war and conflicts between Israel and Gaza and safeguard the security of Taiwan Strait and the Indo-Pacific.
The Taiwanese president's comments could not come at a more crucial time, not just due to Xi Jinping's comments, but also due to the fact that throughout 2024, Beijing stepped up military pressure near Taiwan, sending warships and planes almost daily into the waters and the airspace around the island. What the Taiwanese officials termed as an effort by China to quote-unquote normalize its military presence. So the question is, how will China react to Taiwan's hypersonic cruise missiles? Will it lead to more instances of deployment around the Taiwan Strait with scales surpassing those before? At this point, we don't know the answer to that. What we do know for sure is that tensions between Taiwan and China have reached a more critical juncture. China is building the world's largest dam in Tibet, in the upper stream of the Brahmaputra. This river flows into India and Bangladesh, sustaining millions of lives. The project raises serious questions, like, could it help China control the lifeline of South Asia? Take a look at this report.
China is embarking on one of its most ambitious projects, building a mammoth super dam on the Yarlung Tsangpo River. The project dwarfs even the massive Three Gorges Dam and can provide Beijing unprecedented control over water security of millions of people living downstream. The proposed construction in Tibet's deepest canyon promises to generate a staggering 60 million kilowatts of hydropower, triple the output of Three Gorges. Yet beneath the clean energy facade lies a potentially devastating geopolitical weapon. The Yarlung Tsangpo River in Tibet transforms into the Brahmaputra as it flows into India and Bangladesh, providing 30% of India's freshwater besides serving as Bangladesh's lifeline.
The super dam was actually approved by China's rubber stamp parliament in March 2021, and subsequent to that, they announced in the same year the opening of a new highway and a new railroad to this particular remote region. And then, again in 2021, China officially included this super dam project in its new 5-year economic development plan. So in other words, the latest reports in the Chinese media about the so-called approval actually should be construed as a suggestion that work on this project is already well underway.
The super dam could create a deadly twin disaster scenario: water scarcity during winter months when China restricts flow, or catastrophic flooding when monsoon waters are released. India's northeastern state of Assam, already prone to floods, faces a grave risk. The Brahmaputra and its tributaries make 39% of Assam flood-prone. Studies have shown that sedimentation and erosion are increasing, making floods more frequent and destructive. A super dam upstream could amplify these issues, threatening millions of lives downstream. India and China at the moment have no comprehensive treaty outlining water allocation. As climate change reshapes rainfall and river dynamics, controlling a river as powerful as the Brahmaputra could radically shift the regional power balance. For India and Bangladesh, the Brahmaputra is not just a river, it's life itself.
New Year celebrations in America's New Orleans ended in a horrific attack when a pickup truck rammed into a crowd, killing 10 people and injuring 35. The attack took place at 3:15 a.m. local time. The suspect, whose identity is still unknown, was killed. According to eyewitnesses, the attacker, who was wearing full body armor, fired from an assault rifle. What else do we know? The mayor of New Orleans initially stated that the incident was an act of terror. Then the FBI dismissed that statement, but later confirmed that they were treating it as an act of terror and were investigating it. Listen in.
Good morning. First of all, we do know that the city of New Orleans was impacted by a terrorist attack. It's all still under investigation. You'll hear more after me. However, I have been in direct contact with the White House, with Governor Landry, and of course a unified command who is present here. What I'm asking at this time are prayers for those who have lost their lives in the city of New Orleans due to this tragedy. In addition to that, I'm asking the public to stay clear of 8 blocks around Bourbon Street. Stay clear from Bourbon Street, 8 blocks around.
Louisiana governor described the act as horrific violence. Mourners and survivors are demanding answers as the investigation unfolds. Federal agents are also investigating explosives found at the scene. The police chief saying the driver fired at the police and struck 2 police officers after his vehicle crashed.
It did involve a man driving a pickup truck down Bourbon Street at a very fast pace, and it was very intentional behavior. This man was trying to run over as many people as he possibly could. It was not a DUI situation. This is a more complex and more serious based on the information we have right now.
Now, this devastating incident highlighting a disturbing trend. The use of vehicles as weapons. Vehicles have increasingly been used in attacks, exploiting their accessibility and deadly potential. In December 2024, 5 people were killed, over 200 injured in Germany in a similar vehicle ramming attack. Now, these assaults often vary in motive. These assaults, in fact, some are carried out by groups like ISIS or Al-Qaeda that prefer low-cost, high-impact attacks. Others stem from mental illness, political extremism, or personal grievances. Similar attacks have been seen in Germany, the UK, France. Far-right extremists, lone wolf attackers, even those motivated by misogynistic ideologies have turned vehicles into tools of destruction. The simplicity of these attacks making them hard to predict and prevent, posing a significant challenge to the law enforcement officials worldwide.